What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Logisticalstyles coming at you with another video, and today we are in the lab doing a product review. I am reviewing this product right here. This is the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus. It's labeled as a solar generator, but in actuality it's really a battery pack, but we'll get into the solar aspect of it in a little bit. This right here is what it looks like out of the box. It's looks like your typical Jackery product with the orange sides and the orange accents. If you're not familiar with Jackery, they are a company that makes battery packs and power stations. They make them in all different levels. Some of them are big enough to be able to handle the electrical needs for your house in the event of an outage. And then some of them are as small as this. This right here, this is a handheld power station, and it weighs probably about 3 pounds and costs $149 on Amazon. I got it for $99 when it was on sale, so keep a lookout on sale for sales. You may see them for less than $149, but even at $149 I think it's a pretty good value. It comes in very handy for my DJing situation. As you know, I use a Pioneer Rev1 with my iPad when I'm using Algoriddim DJay Pro, and it is a great combination. The Rev1 is bus powered, meaning it draws its power from the device it's connected to, whether it's a iPhone, iPad, or a laptop. In my case, we're using the laptop, and I've been using it and getting good results from it. With that combination, I can DJ for about 3.5 to 4 hours before I need to charge. Well, that's where this comes in. This device is able to recharge an iPad twice, 2 times over, a cell phone 6 times over, and a laptop, depending on the power consumption of your laptop, it can at least charge it 1 full time or 1.5 times. And then any combination in between, you can, get more juice out of it. What I do is I keep this in my controller case. I have an Odyssey Black Label case, and this fits perfectly in the case right behind the controller, and it allows the ports to be visible. You have 2 ports on this device. Well, 3 actually. You have 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port. So when I have it in my case, all 3 are visible and accessible, and I'm able to charge my iPad. I can charge my microphone receiver. I use the Phoenix Pro little portable mic when I use my Rev1, and I'm able to charge the receiver for that, charge the iPad, and maybe even charge an iPhone at the same time. This thing is really handy. It charges up pretty quickly. I was able to charge it up in like 2 hours and get it to a full charge. It will hold the charge for a very, very long time. If you charge it up 100% and you leave it alone, after 1 month, it will only have lost 5% of the charge. So that's really good to know. So you can charge it and keep it stored for emergencies if you're going to use it for something other than DJing. But that's a good feature to have. I'll definitely give a shout out to the fact that it holds the charge. Now, because it's a battery, I'm sure eventually the capacity will go down over the years, but that is something I just can't test out right away. And I know someone's going to ask me about the type of battery. It is a LiFePO4. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I guess that's like a lithium something type of battery. But they label this as a solar generator. That's one thing that kind of throws me off about this, is that it's not a solar generator. It's a battery pack. Now, you can use the supplied cable that comes with it. They give you a USB-C cable for charging it. And now the cable also has this tip right here. This tip is what you would use to connect it to some solar panels. You can buy solar panels from Jackery. You can buy them from Harbor Freight. You can buy them from a lot of different places, and they have similar connections. But this is the connector you would use if you wanted to connect a solar panel to this to charge. And that would be kind of cool. Like, say you were on the beach and you had this with you, but maybe it was a bonfire type event and it's going on for who knows how long. But to be able to have this charged up and then still have a solar panel connected to it, keeping it fully charged while it's charging your iPad and your other devices. I mean, you can go all day with this. I've actually done some testing with it, not using a solar panel because I don't have one yet, but I just used this. I hooked it up Well, I had it in my case and I was running a fully charged iPad with the Rev1. I waited till the charge of the iPad got down to like 25%, and then I connected it to this battery pack. And what I like about this battery pack, it doesn't just maintain the charge. So like if it's at 25% and you hook it up here, it just maintains that 25%. No, this is actually charging it, actively charging it, putting more juice into the iPad, while it's also allowing the iPad to power up the controller. So I did this for one day and I got 10 hours, between charge. I gave up after 10 hours. After 10 hours, I still had a good amount of juice left in the battery and the iPad was at 100%. So I've done events previously where before I got this charger, this Jackery, and I used a generic battery pack, and while it did slow down the consumption or the loss of power from the iPad, it did not charge the iPad. The only way it would charge it is if I wasn't connected to the Rev1 and really using it. Then you could see that it was charging and the battery life would get bigger. But with this, you can actually have it connected to another device and it's still going to charge your iPad. And I know it gives good juice because I've been using this right here. This is a USB digital tester, and you can use this, put this in line with any device that you're using to charge USB, and it will tell you. It has a really good colorful screen, and it'll give you a graph, it'll give you a digital readout, and it'll tell you how much juice is going through. And I've gotten some really good measurements from it because I've used this to charge my iPads, I've used this to charge microphone receivers, cell phones, even my Surface Pro, and it works just fine. This comes in really clutch. I really think DJs should consider getting some kind of battery pack or a power station because we're not always put in the most convenient locations and we always don't have access to an outlet. So with this, you bring your own power now. And I guess, as the years go by, our prices should be increasing to account for having to purchase things like this. So I'm definitely using this. It has a great battery capacity. It's very easy to use. There's only one button on here. If you press the button on the front, it gives you a colorful display. And the display will show you how much juice you have left, so you know before you even get started whether this is getting you through your event. And when you hook it up to a device, it tells you how much juice is coming out and how much time you have left based on the amount of juice coming out. And on the other side, on the other side of the screen, it shows you if you were charging it, it shows you how much juice electricity it's taking in and how long before it's fully charged. So it's really smart. It gives you all the information you need. Like I said, it fits perfectly in my road case right behind my Rev1, and it's everything I needed. I'm like, it really perfects my mobile DJ setup. This combined with the X Vibes that I use to wirelessly send the signal to the speakers, I'm really getting to that point where wires are going to be like a non-existent thing for my PA system. I mean, I'm not fully there yet, and there's lots to consider because you may go into certain places where wireless transmissions don't go very well or they get interference, but I'm always going to have a backup, always going to have cables in my bag. But it's nice to see that we are getting there because, I started DJing back in the early 90s, late 80s, and we didn't have any of these options, but now we have options. This is like the Jetsons. I can go out and DJ in the middle of a field, in the middle of the desert, and I have everything battery powered. So this is my recommendation. I'll put a link in the description below to where you can find one. I would recommend buying it from an official retailer because that's where you get the 2-year warranty. If you buy it off of like eBay or something like that, they will not honor the warranty. But Amazon is good. I think Home Depot sells them, and not Home Depot, Harbor Freight. And just look around, even on their website, go directly to Jackery. So I guess my next question for you guys are, do any of you use battery packs first of all, how many of y'all have controllers that are bus powered? If so, do you use battery packs when you use them with like iPads or other devices? And if so, what are you using? Do you like them? Do you have any recommendations? Let's talk about it in the comments. But until next time, Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. All right, peace.